black people have
a big responsibility to. It just at least it conscious. I'm very careful about my relationships because I feel like there's a huge responsibility of being on the platform and being in a black partnership, and I just that's why I'm so picky.
You should be picky.
Yeah.
You should be picky. As long as it's not based on a fairy tale.
No, it's not. It's based on chemistry, and I feel like if you have that chemistry let's say you have chemistry with somebody that's on the same path as you, and you're moving forward, and you can build. I need to build with somebody. I need to grow things. I need to develop, and I need trust. And I need what I need from you is understanding. Get it, girl. Yes. How can we communicate if you don't get what I said? They knew what they were talking about in the 90s. Yeah.
Man, they used to make good music back then.
Yeah.
Now they just be like, pop that, pop that, pop
We used to think about that too. But we have balance. We have now. Hey.
We got one more viewer back.
Look at the filmmakers.
So sorry.
Camera.
So sorry, we lost connections and stuff.
Join back on. Okay. Okay, let's talk about the unhealthy, because we talked about the things that we want, and I feel my
We
heart
don't want to take up all these folks' time, so it is 7:30.
Okay, well, Chris, I do want to know from you, like, I feel like men don't go through this as much as we do. Like, you seem to think everything is so simple and just this, and this component, and the problem is the woman. No?
No. Man, we got problems.
Okay.
For sure.
As long as we acknowledge it, because I feel like if a woman is emotional or wants you to
Wants you to what?
Romance?
Not romance, but just be accountable that, we're asking too much.
Oh, man. Keep going.
Okay.
Keep going.
I feel like the brothers, I'm sorry, I feel like the brothers that I encounter feel
Is
like
it too much?
that they feel like they're the prize.
Oh. I mean,
And
both sides should be the prize.
yes, but Chris just
I didn't say nothing. Keep going. I want to hear your point.
that they're the prize. Like, you have to, like, I've heard thrown out several times, like, well, you could be wifey if da 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 da. I was like, no, you could be hubby if da 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 da. I'm like, I'm tired of, like, I feel like if you are, I'm a very nurturing, catering type of female. That's just me naturally.
I think traditionally the woman should be the nurturer and supporter, and the man should be the provider and protector. But I think that can go in all aspects of the relationship. In the financial sides of it, it can be nurturing and supporting the budgets. It can be providing and providing the money and protecting that money. Like, don't just spending it willy-nilly and stuff. In the aspect of children, so there's a balance in all aspects. Hey y'all.
So what's wrong with that? We're talking relationships, y'all. We're talking relationships. We
talking healthy, unhealthy relationships.
If
you're just joining us.
So finish your point. You're saying men are, what are we doing wrong? Or what are you saying?
What are men doing wrong? Drop.
What do you feel?
What I feel men are doing wrong?
I don't feel like I'm using the right words. Continue what you were saying when you were like, men feel like they're the prize,
and I just think that there's no need to be. Okay, so we know that black men are, scarce.
Are they?
As far as dating for a certain type of female.
I don't know that to be true.
Well.
What do you mean?
Well, did you know that black female is like one of the highest? We are a growing population of educated.
Killing it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so finding that match is difficult, and not just educationally intellectual, but and emotionally, intellectual, and
Josh, bro, I'm about to get him. Hold on. Wait.
What did they say?
Wait, bro.
What?
Hold on.
Hold
I'm about to get him. Hold on. What's that?
Where you talked about an unhealthy relationship? You said the codependency.
Keep going.
Okay, so,
I just want like an open. I don't want any expectation. I just want an open platform to grow and learn. And I feel like men already have you on a list of this is my. I want to sleep with her. I want to possibly marry this one, and I want to possibly just kick it as a friend with this one.
remember we talked about the
What's wrong with that,
keeper
though?
and the
Nothing.
throwaway.
Yeah, the keeper and the thrower. There's nothing wrong with that, but don't waste anybody's time. Like
But why is it a waste? Why?
Because
It's a waste.
They're
Yeah, why is it a
exploring.
waste?
Can they
I do.
explore?
Yeah.
I think people need to be upfront.
Okay. Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
What are
I
you looking
appreciate
for?
that.
Are you looking for just the play toy, or are you
Agreed.
looking for something for longevity?
And I would say that, fellas, like, true game is telling the truth and letting her make a decision about what she want to do with that.
Absolutely. But don't
that's
keep
real
people
game.
unsure. This is how I am. If I go on a date with somebody, I'm big on chemistry.
Why
so
are
I
men
can,
afraid of relationships, though? Right?
Well,
Because I shouldn't say afraid. And here's where it's the disconnect. I don't believe men receive as many benefits in a relationship. You know what I mean? So it's not like, and again, we don't value the same things. Men value freedom. Men value variety and adventure and conquering things. So I'm not saying you can't get that in a relationship, but you can also get that
Because
without a
once you
relationship.
got the cow, then it's boring. There's no more chase.
I'm not saying that.
We're
I'm
just
not saying
different.
that,
We're built different.
that's what I'm saying,
We're
right?
built different.
So always remember this. This is the truth, whether we like it or not. Women control access to sex, and men control access to relationships. It's facts. It's facts.
Maybe.
It's the facts.
I don't know what.
So y'all can do whatever. You know, at the end of the
Okay.
day, men control access to relationships until y'all start asking men to get married.
I don't want it. I don't know.
Exactly. We control access to a relationship. So you know,
I like that.
It's just the facts. I can't make a woman have sex with me. If she says no, it's no. And you can't make me want to be in a relationship. If I don't want to be in a relationship with you, I don't. And it is what it is.
Yeah.
So that's just kind of nature of
The nature of the beast.
nature of the beast.
Okay, so I was watching The Real, because like when I watch my daytime talk shows, they're like my friend in my head. And they were talking about, they were actually talking about relationships today. And they were, not on this one. So they were talking about how women, when they are asked out on a date, like they're expecting the guy to pay.
I don't.
I always at least bring a tip, and I always bring enough money to I order what I can afford in my pocketbook, right?
Yeah.
Hey, that's true, Chris.
Yeah.
Chris is dropping the knowledge. What are your people
Jerry
saying over here?
Josh agreed in terms of the pride. I think he was talking. Josh, he was talking about when I was talking about access to sex and things like that. He was also talking about the prize. We gotta talk about that. That's
The
a big one.
prize?
Yeah, the prize. Who's the prize?
Who is the prize?
But yeah, we gotta talk about that. So I'm sorry. What were you saying last? You were saying.
Well, I was saying like,
dates.
the man is always expected to pay necessarily.
Yeah.
And so if he's going on this with this girl, that's a lot of points coming out.
Yeah.
Like,
By the time y'all eat,
Look.
and get a couple drinks.
you got the drink, you got
man,
dessert,
we
you
doing
got
100. We doing 100.
If I
Easy.
don't,
I don't even want my son to
y'all
go
tell me
through
what you
that.
think about this. Okay, so if I go on a date, it's a first date,
Okay.
and I judge my chemistry before you even open your mouth. Like, it's something more spiritual that I'm looking for.
Okay.
And so if I don't feel that spiritual, you might call it fairy tale.
No. I feel you.
Okay.
Attraction is not fairy tale. That's
Okay.
real. That's real.
So if I don't feel that immediately, I'm not letting him pay for my meal. I might not even stay. I might.
You
just
shouldn't
say,
go
I
then.
don't.
You shouldn't go.
I
then.
just say no. Sometimes you don't know till you get there, till the first encounter.
I know. I'm not asking. If I don't. No, that's not
But
true.
you know-
Because you might just be a situation not.
I'm
might just be-
left.
Situation situationship.
careful what I say.
Yes,
A situationship.
Might be a there we go. There we go. There we go.
Look, if
There we go.
I'm on a date with you and I leave, or if I pay my own meal,
A
that means
regular.
it's not a match. But I feel
Okay,
like
I feel that.
I don't want to go through. I don't expect a man to do this, and this for me.
Right.
Are you expecting to get an invite to go home with that man person?
An invite to go home.
Ooh.
Why would I want that?
I'm just asking.
You mean on a date?
On the first date.
No.
Is there anything wrong with that?
No.
Okay, I just make sure. I
No.
just make sure.
Somebody asked me today. In fact, somebody that
Somebody asked you on a date today.
Yes, and said, hey, well, I can come over. Oops, maybe I shouldn't say this. And I'm like, I said, thank you for your time, but this is not the path that I'm like. I'm sure you'll find the person. We haven't established any chemistry.
Yeah.
We haven't. I don't know who you are.
But he was trying to do that.
And I don't do first dates at their house.
Oh, okay.
What do you think about that?
Like, because, I mean, I guess it's cheaper for them to cook the meal or whatever, but I'm not about to do a first date no. We've got to be somewhere out in public, that's for sure.
We're on dating now. You know, I do want to do
dating with everyone at
a
home.
live thing on dating, the dating adventure of me. Because I'm finding out so much
on the
about.
Got any questions?
She's on the
I'm
market.
just finding out so much about
Yeah.
dating.
Y'all have any questions or comments? Yes, questions, comments, feedback, thoughts.
What about dating?
Chris is very wise. I appreciate your wisdom.
I done messed up a lot. That's how I'm.
Okay, but you said there are things that women just don't get about men. What did you feel like you covered that?
What I meant by that is when I said we value different
We
things.
do value
Yeah.
different things.
And so the confusion of what men want and what women want are totally different, and we assume that they want the same things.
Yeah.
And
Where
so
haven't we-
because we kind of value different things, we set ourselves up to love each other the wrong way.
I agree, Miss Carol. Their house is way too intimate for a first date.
Right.
Way.
It's too.
Never go on a pricey date to multiple dates. It's always to a public event, nature, swapped up. So I like the nature, bro. I like the nature. Let's
I
go on
love
a walk.
nature. It's free.
Let's go. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that free 99. Yeah.
That free night.
Do that free 99. But I've never done a free date. First date. I don't just be asking everybody on a date though. That's a privilege. I'm not gonna
I did a thing where recently where I was like, okay, whoever
what's
asks me
happening?
out on a date, I'm gonna go. Mistake, and I ended up
So
leaving a lot.
Well, you live in your life.
I'm not doing that anymore.
You live in your
what
life.
if
I was on like, you know what? Even though this is a person, people just want connection, and so I can be a friend. I can go out and.
I don't want to go on dates with my friend.
I agree.
I don't go on dates with my friends that are women. I don't play
But
that.
don't you have to, like, before you go to an intimate situation, do you not want to be
No.
friends first?
No.
You know what?
Like, not at all?
No. I want to be friends, but I can do that. I can walk and chew gum at the same time.
But do you think
Okay.
that like?
Yeah.
So you already know that you
Yes.
know pretty
A man
immediately
always
that you're
trusts me.
interested
A man
in taking
already
it
know.
to another
A man
level.
know what he want to do already.
Yes.
He know what he want to do, and he may change. He may detour from that, but he already know what he want to do to you, with you,
Yeah.
from the jump.
Not too
He already know.
Unless, and sometimes you might be on that path, and then something happens, and you
Yeah.
realize
He
oh,
may be
she's
like,
crazy.
he may be like, I'm just gonna chill, kick it with her, and then he go on dates with her, and find out a level of depth and love and intimacy and sex and mouth and everything is good.
Now,
Yes.
what
yes.
does that mean?
Head. That he may find out that the mouth is just crazy, and he's like, yo, I gotta keep her. I gotta keep her.
How important is that?
I know men that's like top 3, like the top.
Is it?
Oh man.
Sorry, Renee.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Hey sister.
Well, that's a part of the
Hi
intimacy.
sister.
Yeah.
The
Hey,
chemistry.
Yeah, the
Hey,
result.
sister. Hey,
How,
sister.
hey
Hey,
fellas, y'all tell me how important
Girl,
tell
I
me
know.
how important is
We
and
know.
I'm gonna be transparent.
We are
I'm gonna be,
unfiltered. Hide the
I'm a-
kids.
I'm-
Hide the kids.
I'm gonna be transparent.
We grown up
a
in
lot
here.
of
We're talking about
how can I
head.
say
I
that?
fit my
A lot of I've had trouble finding women who could perform, and that's a problem. That's a problem.
Okay, can we flip that though? Can we flip that? Can we flip that? Can we flip it?
Hey fellas, y'all need to know how to do that. It's a book called She Comes First. It talks about the anatomy. Talk about.
I had no idea what he's about to do.
I feel like that's a deal breaker.
Yeah, you gotta know how to satisfy.
I'm waiting for marriage.
And fellas, so the fellas on my chat.
What is the book? Go ahead, share the
It's
book.
called She Comes First. It talks about the anatomy. It talks about how most women
That's the book that you were
orgasm
showing.
through clitoral stimulation, not penetration. It talks about how you got. I mean, it's deep. And so yeah, if you're not pleasuring your woman orally, somebody gonna take it. Somebody gonna come. Somebody gonna swoop in there.
Okay.
Healthy relationships and
healthy relationships involve oral sex. Amen.
Amen.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, but
So
when I
one
asked
time
Chris
at band camp,
Chris goes, "Oh, I'm reading this book," and he sent me a picture, and it said "She Comes First." I'm like, "Oh, that is so great to put the woman first."
That's
I
not
did
what it
not
meant.
know what that book was about.
Yeah, it's about oral sex.
I mean, I agree.
this is a red hot because he is trying.
It's
You
great,
know,
but if the head is great and the being is wet, it's not a solid connection. Amen. Facts, bro.
Dang, that's what I'm doing
Facts.
wrong.
Facts, bro.
Oh, right. She said.
But I just, let me just say, I only enjoy that with my man. Like that's not a test in the beginning of it. Like that's something you can
That's
do.
a good thought. Do you just kiss everybody though?
No, it's like you don't want to do that for like, oh, let me show you how good my head is so that we can go to the next level. No, I'm not doing that. You're not gonna get the best
You know,
until.
I don't like backwash. We lost some viewers, y'all. Y'all doing the most.
Sorry. Yeah. Okay, but
These folks, they wasn't ready for this.
I
I
wasn't
got
ready.
Christians on this.
Tell me the truth.
Okay. You don't think you can have a good relationship without that?
Bam.
I've had good relationships with subpar oral sex. Yeah.
Can there be about what is more important? That
The things we talked about, connection, chemistry, love, like I'll let a lot of things slide, as women would, I'm sure, you know.
Yeah.
But remember I told you like, what's your 3 to 4? You know what I mean? And it's perfectly fine for a man to say sex or head is in his top 3. That's okay. And it's okay for a woman to say that's
Not mine.
You know,
Yeah,
it's okay.
I'm not
different
digging
people can it's okay for people to value different things. But you need to communicate that so you can leave it up to your partner to try to meet your top 2 to 3 things.
Yeah.
Because again, I feel like
That's one of my non-negotiables.
what
was it? The
The
way
sex.
to a
Yeah,
man's
that's
heart
good.
is through his stomach.
Yeah.
that's bad. Yeah, people don't.
I thought they just wanted to
People don't
I like
eat
to
good.
meal.
Man, if you're not cooking, oh man.
Yeah.
But what are y'all doing?
They are providing and protecting. They bringing the moolah.
But see, that's why I said like it's so unbalanced.
it's
Who says
not.
that the man is supposed to provide?
And
That's how we
overprotection
are.
is
That's
a thing
who we
too.
are naturally. We're naturally
I mean,
protectors and providers.
I believe
Different
in a
strokes
healthy.
for different folks.
Yeah.
Truth.
I believe in a good, healthy
Facts.
balance of both are building, both are growing, both are giving, both are cooking, both are
No, I don't want that type of relationship.
No,
I
my
don't, I
husband,
personally
he
don't
loves
want
to
that.
cook.
I need complementary relationship. I don't need a best friend who does the same thing. Me personally, I don't want a twin. I need you to do different things. I need you to bring different skill sets. So the truth is, this is the truth of the matter. If you want a high earner, the truth, and I would consider myself there. The truth is, I work 60 hours a week. That's the truth. And the truth is, I'm come home and I'm tired. And I can pay for dates, I can pay all the bills, I can pay all that. And what comes with that is, yes, I may want some food. I may want some food when I come home. I may want some love. But I'm giving you certain things. I can fly you out. I mean, the money's for us. The money's for us to experience life.
Right.
And so I have no problem with the man wanting that. That's big. And it's not just the food. There's nothing more personal and loving you can do than making a meal for somebody.
I agree. That's my
beautiful.
love language.
You told me that
That's
I
my
should.
love
You
language.
told me I should do that.
I
better.
told you.
But
need
my
to cook for your
husband loves to cook. That's his.
Is trying to fit low vibrational Eurocentric ideas
Hey.
into something that
No, read it louder. We
that
all
should
want to
be
know.
considered sacred and divine. Justin, elaborate on that for me. I don't want to assume I know what you're talking about, so break that down a little bit for me, bro.
What did he say?
I'm gonna let him.
Okay.
Write. I'm gonna let him write a little bit more.
Yeah,
I
actually
say it out loud so
What's up,
everybody
bro?
can hear it.
Chime in if you want to say something.
I actually enjoy cooking for a man. That is my most.
I feel like y'all.
pleasurable
I feel like people
I don't.
downplay cooking. Cooking is
No.
a beautiful thing.
It is, and I keep telling
that
you,
shit is
you
so
gotta cook for
sexy.
your man.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, I
think
do,
I'm
but I don't like it. I do
I
it, but that don't
love-
mean I gotta like it.
I love cooking for my children. I
It's
love
hot
cooking
in
for
that
my
kitchen.
man.
If you don't like cooking,
Sometimes
can you really do well if you don't like
Oh, I
it?
cook some
If you don't like
good
it and you
meals.
just like, I'm just gonna do it.
How we get
You know, can you really?
I enjoy it.
But that's
What?
And I will say this: I used to have a catering company. I've never met a woman who cooks better than me. I've never been in a relationship with never been in a relationship with a woman who cooks better than me.
But you want to eat her nasty.
Most of the
so it
time
doesn't
I
matter
hear
if
that
it's
men
not
It
cook
doesn't
good.
matter. I
better.
still appreciate somebody cooking.
I agree.
It doesn't
I
matter.
think that
Because I'm a beast. I like know flavor profiles and know the match the mozzarella with the basil and I know little things because that's what I did.
Yeah.
It's not about that. It's about the effort.
I love to cook. Me too. I love to cook for my partner. That
I
is
cook all
brings
day, every
me
day, man. Yeah, man.
every day.
And men, I think men love cooking. It's the men who say that we like to bark. That's the same. That's cooking. We like to do something
So I love
loving
you.
for the people we care about.
Look,
It's the same thing.
I'm only not cooking on one day of the week, and that is Saturday because I dance all day. All I want to do is come home. That's going to be the one day I need
That's
my man
cool.
to cook for me
Yes.
and rub my feet.
I feel
And
you.
you can give me those two things.
I can do that. I can
I'm
do that.
good.
I can do more than that.
I cook every other day of the week. I'm going to cook, except Saturday.
Do people really cook on Friday nights?
Oh yeah, my husband loves
maybe
me to
that's
do
a good
fish
date
fry.
night. They
Are
do.
y'all cooking
I
on
do
Fridays?
fish Fridays. I do.
Ooh,
As
this
a
is
matter of
our
fact, when I
What
get
phone is this?
home,
Why is this camera so
my
good?
husband,
It's
we
an
look
iPhone.
good in this
It's an
camera.
iPhone.
We look good over here.
Post so I can do a screenshot later.
Okay, so let's talk about this after party, y'all.
Let's talk about what we gonna give away.
Hold on,
After
we still gotta
party.
talk about.
What are we going to talk about?
We still have to talk
The
about
prize.
The prize. Who the
Oh,
prize?
who's the prize?
If somebody's the prize.
I think I really believe that I don't mind thinking that my man is the prize. I love to. That's important to me.
Who the prize?
But don't come at me like you're the prize. First, we have to find that out.
I mean, okay.
We have to find out,
Who
right?
the prize?
We should
both the
all
prize.
like carry
This is
ourselves
tough.
like
This is tough. Man, who's the prize?
both should be the prize. I think both we should treat each other like each other are the prizes. You know,
No, you don't have
we
to be
all
appropriate.
prizes for one another. Surprise! Open my heart up and see the love.
Who is the prize?
The relationship is the prize. Jefferson.
I like that. Who said that?
Yes. See, clean
Jefferson,
it up
so
for
we-
us.
Is he must be married.
No, he's not.
Hey, Justin.
I don't think.
Hey,
She
hey,
on the
Jeffrey.
market. She on the market. We're gonna do a dating app for China. We're gonna do a whole dating
I like
game.
that. I like that. I like that. Jefferson.
The relationship
The
is
relationship
I think
is
that's
the
really
prize.
See-
But I don't feel that's the issue. The issue is nobody needs to be on the pedestal per se.
Right.
I agree.
Nobody needs to be on the
You're
pedestal.
so wise.
And why are people on the pedestal?
You're right.
Like expectations of what should happen, like these faulty expectations. I feel like that leads to a lot of, I don't know, dysfunction.
Yeah.
In a relationship. People expect, I don't want to say like harping on fairy tales, but they expect something out of a movie.
Right. Expectations can get you into some trouble.
Yeah.
Like or just
Like you expect,
conflicts.
and we don't talk about what it takes to obtain. And I feel like in a lot of women's head, the man that they want is a very high value, very rare type of man. Very, very rare in terms of, have six-pack abs, make six figures, to have emotional intelligence, be cultural, not be out here talking about all lives matter, like all those things together. That's hard. That's like building a man, building a Superman.
Yeah.
And so when you find that, the reality of that is he's also wanted by every woman. So he has options.
True. Facts.
He has options.
Yeah.
And so, don't get mad at him if he wants to explore his options because he has a smorgasbord to choose from.
And same goes for us.
That's fine. I'm cool with that.
um, but I want to say to the single moms out there, don't forget we're raising these men. If you are a single mom, like while you're thinking about what you like, and like
Agreed.
parents should all be putting that into these men and women that we're raising and thinking about those things. You know.
Keep going. I'm not waiting.
Just saying like the things that we should be instilling those values in our children.
Okay.
Like if you have a little girl that you do have a little, who's your princess, and you're putting her on a pedestal, like how is that going to affect her as a woman in a relationship rearing children?
I don't think I put her on a pedestal.
No, I'm not saying you do. I'm just saying how sometimes like daddies could be thinking that way. Who, me? You looking at me?
Oh yeah, we raising
No,
that.
no,
I feel
no,
like you raising a daughter and put them on a pedestal. You setting them up for failure.
Yeah.
And I want to tell my daughter like I did this out of love because my daughter is a person, a thing, a opportunity that I can always give unconditional love to. And when I give to her, I give with no expectation of anything in return, and that's beautiful. And you can't just do that with everybody. You can't just go give your special, precious time with everybody.
Yeah.
You could if you want to, but the love that I'm investing in my daughter, I feel is planting seeds.
Yeah.
And the love that I give to my daughter is the love that I give to the world and myself.
And I think that we forget that the healthy relationships applies to with our children too, and that's how you learn how to be in a healthy relationship.
Yeah.
Man, I would love to have learned without getting that person pregnant. I would have loved to learn that lesson without knocking up the mother of my child. I would have loved to, but I didn't.
But you know,
learning
it happens for a reason, and you know, the Creator knows how to kind of like mold you into that next step.
I hope that, like, I know that we were all over the place as far as healthy. We haven't got around everything, but I really enjoyed this. And I just want for us all to think about, I think women especially, I think that we are so busy trying to be everything, and you might disagree, but we are so busy like trying to be everything and do everything to get, because, you know, like you said, you guys have options. And so
not everybody ain't got an option. Every man don't have options.
And so we end up taking,
When they get it, don't have a fit.
we tolerate things that women, we tolerate some things that we should not be tolerating.
Like what?
Just like standard, like you should hold every person to the same accountability.
No, you
just
shouldn't.
because
No, you
you
shouldn't.
find and you got this and this and this, you shouldn't have a different set of accountability. That like you should still hold them accountable like you would treat somebody else that doesn't have those things that you're seeing. You know what I mean? Like you can't get a pass just because superficial things.
It depends on what stage you at. It depends on like I don't put my expectations on other people. I don't, because then I'm setting myself up to be let down.
But I mean, like let's say there's some inconsistency in going out. Like you might tolerate it because
you ain't my woman.
No.
I'm letting you, like, do I owe you consistency?
No. But
if we're not mutually exclusive, then I don't owe you that. That's what you
no.
want.
But what I'm saying is that if as a woman, you don't have to tolerate it.
True.
If that's the mindset they have, you don't have to tolerate that. Go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Don't put yourself in a situation where you're compromising. Like if consistency is important, stick with that. Don't keep bending and bending because your whole entire relationship will be that way. I think.
I'm cool with that.
Okay.
As long as we don't think just because a man is consistent, it's something dysfunctional with him.
No. I don't necessarily mean inconsistent. I mean like maybe it's you only see them late at night. Maybe you're not doing
The devil's hour.
the what?
They call it devil hour.
Yes. All right. Well, we're gonna go to the after party, which is right here. We're gonna get a sip of some things. But was that quick?
I guess so.
It's been an hour.
Does anybody have anything else they want to? Oh, who is that? Who is that? Hey. I'm
You
not.
should
I
all
said I
fall
was.
in love
not
with your
right.
man or woman every day. I don't know if I believe. I don't know. I don't know what that means.
We
I don't know
should
what
all-
falling in love is.
You
I don't know
should
what that
fall
is.
in love with your man or your. I
Maybe
agree.
elaborate.
Nah, just
I
let
agree.
me go into that.
I really agree.
You can't do.
I think that if
I don't
one
know.
person is never out of
I don't know,
love,
y'all.
then you can. Yes, you
Love
should.
is a state. It's not. It's just not something you fall and hit you in the head out the sky. I don't like that concept
No,
of
you can love somebody but not be in love with them. I know that for a
What does
fact.
being in love mean?
That you still being in love
What
means
does being
it,
in love
it is
mean? Somebody tell me
scientific-
what
it's
being in love
scientific.
means.
It's
Break
scientific
it down.
indoor. It's like things chemical. There's a chemical feeling that you feel. It's proven.
No, that's not good. That's not
I
good.
think-
If it's a
I think
chemical
being in
reaction.
love, it's like that universal love. Like I love all humans, and so I treat them well. Versus being in love, I'm going to go over and beyond to make sure that this relationship actually flourishes, grows, and is truly the prize.
You have to keep.
Nobody is. People keep telling me there's a difference between love and in love, but nobody can definitively tell me how I know I'm in love versus love. And
It's a
apparently with the divorce rates as they are,
Yeah.
apparently a lot of people is wrong about them
That's
being
why
in love
Chris
or love is not enough. I'm just keeping it real. I'm just keeping it real.
You got some high expectations.
Facts.
China, what
Loving
you drinking?
And being in love
Yeah, I
with
saw that
someone.
Like a black one, I know.
I saw
Two
that
different
already. How do you know you're in love, y'all? How do you know?
Because you want to
It's like orange juice and collard greens.
I be
After
wanting to do that.
years.
I be wanting to
It's
do that
some Buddha
without
juice.
being in love.
Buddha juice, collard greens with orange juice. Try it. Just mix it, blend
Buddha
it.
juice.
Chris, what you drinking?
Know what it is?
I ain't know.
It's not a Buddha juice.
China.
Hey, Black Mike! Oh my God! That's my friend!
Man, what's up, baby?
Yes.
Yeah, what's up?
I love seeing black people. I just want to say, hey, black
Y'all go
people.
to Midtown. I'm sure they got something
Lord, they
going
talking about
on.
Midtown.
Who's going to
And
Midtown?
Midtown is no.
I haven't been to Midtown in
It's
3 years.
my
Y'all
cousin
go
said
to
it's a
the
raw,
Domain,
primal
go chilling
feeling.
somewhere.
They complete you and complete yourself. I'ma disagree with that to the
Wait,
utmost.
what did they say?
My cousin said they complete you. Ain't no. That's a guess. I feel you. Thank you for taking courage. I'm about to shit on your comment, but I don't
Shit
agree.
on the comments.
I don't agree. I'm not looking for nobody to complete me. I'm looking for a complete person that we can share. And okay, let me say this. All right, I'm about to get on my preaching stool. Okay, this is what I believe, y'all. A relationship, optimally, is two complete beings coming together and choosing each other every day. When you choose that, and I think that's love. Because sometimes my daughter get on my nerves, but I choose her and I choose to show up every day. And when something is birthed out of you, it's way easier to stay there because you know you have responsibility there. Okay, and the optimal relationship is when these two independent beings decide to share things and be interdependent, but they still have their own lives, and they still have their own goals.
Yeah.
I don't want to be one with you. I hate when people. I don't want to be. That's not because if you know spirituality, you know we are one anyway. So that don't even make sense.
Yeah.
Like I'm at one with. There is only one thing, and that is God. So it doesn't make sense to be like we're one. Like no, because you came here with a goal and a mission, and you need to do that, whether you're with me or not. And I have a mission and a goal and a purpose, and I need to accomplish that whether I'm with you or not. I have a goal and a purpose whether I'm a dad to my daughter or not as well. So we have two people on their own tracks of life, and they decide to come together only because they can commit to helping each other down their own path. And I will for reading on this, there's a book called Spiritual Partnerships by Gary Zukov, and that's why people making fun of Oprah when she was like, I don't want to get married, I want a spiritual partnership. That's the word she said. But the spiritual partnership was not a play on words, it's a book. And that's literally what it's saying. It's saying we're together to spiritually evolve each other. And if I can't help you spiritually evolve, then I don't need to be with you. Because I don't want to bring you down. And so we so caught up in being together for life. Maybe we need to be together for a season, and then that's it. possibly. And people
agree.
don't like to talk like that because they
Yeah.
think divorce is like, okay. But why I want to be
That
that
can
way?
be tribal
Why I want to
ways.
be that way to a woman and she's like devolving because of me?
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, I like that.
So that's a great, and his work is so eye opening.
Yeah.
Gary Zukov is great.
In love is the
I really-
desire to grow and build with that person. Loving someone is to
Jeff, that's
love
facts.
them.
Not Jeff. Well,
But I'm not
now we got two
interested.
my cousin Jeff, and we got my friend Jeff. So what do you say?
Black Mike says, in love is a desire to want to grow, and I can't see Bill
Yeah.
with that
I don't
person
know if I
loving
ever been
someone
in love.
is.
I don't know.
I don't think you have.
She said
Is I
don't
love
know.
them, but
Just
I'm
by
not
what I'm
interested
hearing.
in them
I think my
anymore.
daughter is my first love. I love my baby so much. I can't wait to go
I
see
love
her.
them,
I'm about
but
to go
I'm
pick
not
her up right now.
interested.
Man, look. Okay, so
How you gonna
my
not be
so
interested?
Jeff said a lot of people be in love and it's only love of comfort, not real love. That's
true. That's true.
Yep. Or
Man,
love of
some people
it's
don't
just
want to
familiar.
live a
I like the thing that you said about a season.
Yeah. What if you came and that season? Life is impermanence. To be honest, I'm gonna be honest with you. There's nothing. The only constant in life is change.
Yeah.
that part.
And so,
Yeah, I wanna think-
just because a relationship didn't last 30 years doesn't mean it was a bad relationship. To me.
When
That's
you're in
how I
love
think.
with someone, you feel a strong desire for that person.
What do y'all think
Loving
about
someone doesn't
being in love?
necessarily involve a whirlwind of emotions. Yeah, I'm done with the whirlwind of emotions. I just want to have fun.
It's like an
And,
emotional.
you know, I just want to not be on the lows. You know, I don't like
someone on the nut. What?
I don't like the. I feel like love for me is gonna be like this vibration that is even the bad is good. You know.
Nah, that's a fairy tale. No.
That is the fairy tale.
That's Disney. That's
Yeah.
a Disney movie.
Yeah, no.
Is
No,
it?
that's
Yeah.
Not, no, that's not. No.
That's her
I just
creative
mean, like,
side.
I just don't like the crazy. Like
No, that's a good thing. No,
that's what I
cool.
mean. Like
That's cool.
if it's not crazy, I'm good.
I'm not crazy.
Well, you can have
No, that's
mature
not true.
disagreements.
Every man and woman is on the spectrum.
I just
Everybody's
don't
on
like
the spectrum.
crazy relationships. Like checking in on you. Are you good?
Justin
Mistrust.
said maybe we just need to be in each other's lives for a season to grow to the next. Nothing wrong with that. Everything is doesn't have to be forever. And my man Justin,
Yeah.
he's in the garden, so he understands. He understands that. So
And
I don't have
it's
I feel
sad.
you, bro. We go through seasons just like nature. Everything is cyclical.
Yeah.
Nothing in life is linear. We make a big mistake thinking life is linear. And just because it's 2021 is better than 2011. It's not
Okay,
like
but what about for people, our seniors out there? Like, what if you're like you don't want to be in your 60s, 70s, and
oh, my uncle here. What's up, Aunt?
yes, uncle.
Hey, uncle.
You
What's
know,
up, Aunt?
We need your wisdom.
Hold on, I don't know if you're gonna come on here. We'll see. If you go type on. Alright, keep
you
going.
know what I mean? Like, that's good for like you at a certain time in your life, but then. My dad is married,
Oh, we
and
like
he
the
has such a
lights.
beautiful relationship with his wife, and they, you know, this is it. It better be it, because they, you know,
What if it's not though?
it needs to be.
I mean,
I think that's beautiful when you find that one person that you are sharing the last stages of your life with.
I don't know. I don't know, man. I hope my life is not values not
Chris gonna be
determined.
an old player.
Man, no.
Grandpa.
They say 3 things a man should always do: write a book, plant a tree, and have a son. I'm gonna write a book. I don't have a son. I have a daughter. So
I'll stay
legacy.
single.
My baby gonna take care of me. What's up, Aunt? Those are 3 things.
Loving people from afar.
Easily is calling love from afar. I don't know. No, I'm gonna get married. You know why? I'm not worried about getting married because
Have
I
you
control
tried?
access to the marriage. I just asked. So it's
And that is such.
I mean, it's true.
It is
You
When
wait
I want to
for
get
her
married,
to
when I want to get married, I'm just like, all right, cool. I'm
You're
ready.
gonna know she's
I'ma
the
just
one
go do
when
it.
she asks you.
There's no such thing as I don't
I
believe
would
in that
never
either.
ask him. I would never, ever ask
I
him.
think there's nothing wrong with
I
that.
do. I would
Do
never.
y'all believe in the one? I don't believe in that either. I don't believe that there's one person on the planet. Just one out of a billion. I
Not
don't believe there's
necessarily,
just one.
but there is
That don't
the
mean you
one
should have
that you
2.
choose.
That's not what I'm saying.
So now,
Right, that's
she
not what I'm
why
saying.
Chris
Me
is
too.
single.
That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, I think you
The
find your 80 and you
best.
work your other 20. That's what I'm saying. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Because when you feel like there's one person and then you got a divorce, then you have this like sad, glass half empty because your person is not what you thought or something like that.
I'm done. I'm at a place where I'm like, I don't live in a fairy tale world. I'm not looking for. I just figure it doesn't
Came back to
exist.
reality. Just come back to reality. No.
I am.
It's nothing but good expectations. I don't have no problem with things. A lot of things you say are perfectly fine. I think.
I'm feeling a little discouraged.
While I was watching Baby Boy, is that what it's called, with Jody, and and he was like, I love you, that's why I lie to you, girl.
Mike, what are you doing? Don't chase the one you like. Chase the one that you. What you?
That likes you.
He said no.
That's true. That's true.
I ain't chasing nobody.
I've always
I
heard
don't want to
that
have to. I want.
you should, like, the man should love you more, and you'll eventually catch up with love.
Okay, Austin. What's going on right now?
What we doing tonight? Where we meeting?
He said, where
a party?
Where's the
Where
party?
the party at?
I'm gonna go to Papados and sit at the bar.
don't chase the one. Oh man. At the end of the day, I want to say, people, you attract who you are. You're reciprocal. So
You are right. That's law of attraction.
You start with who you are, and
Yeah,
by being a good person, I should say, because being a good person, you still get drugged. I'm not saying that's the end all be all. You still get treated like shit. Being a good person,
Okay.
yeah. But I'm saying that's where it starts. But it also takes courage to have boundaries and stick up for those expectations that y'all talked about. And men, we have to have courage to be like, hey, I just want to let you know, I don't want to be your wife, your husband. And you got to be cool with that, or you got to let that woman go if she want a husband. And that's happened to me many times where they're like, I want to be this with you, and I'm like, sorry.
It's not.
And so I have to let her go. I let her go, or if she stayed, I told her that this is what it is. What do you say, Justin? You can have two if you choose to deal with them both. Hey, yeah, I don't know if I can have it too, bro.
I've been approached so many times. I've been approached so many times to be
Polygamous relationship.
somebody's extra. I'm not.
Do you gotta live with two of them? You wanna live with two?
Attention. Those of you that like China, she is not anybody's sister wife. She's
They ain't
number
trying
one.
to share. They gotta be on
I
a
am
whole
number
nother.
one.
Just I know what you want, bro. A lot of women ain't on that.
Goodness.
I wish.
I'm not doing it.
But I don't know if I can handle that. I don't know.
I
But
think
back
I
in
am.
I don't know if I want to handle
our
that.
ancestors did that, but
Yeah.
it was different times when that was a thing.
I'm a
There was
little old-fashioned.
you had the village, that
Old-fashioned?
had their own little
I'm cool with
tents and stuff.
I like one man. I like
This
one
is
man.
work in the
One
21st
dick.
So y'all.
Just one. I
One.
want one.
Ooh,
But what if you don't want
Uno.
one? What if
The only one. Hello.
only one?
What if I enjoy, my turn on is sharing something intimate with one person that you two are in that space, and even if it is for a season, just be down for that season. Like I don't enjoy spreading
What's up, bro?
myself.
My little bro on here now. Okay.
Hey, bro.
Well, let me tell you about
And
these
I want
Haywood
the
men.
same.
These
And I want-
Haywood men. Ooh, these Haywood men. Boy.
The Haywoods up in here.
Y'all learn about the Haywood men.
Man, I don't share and I won't be shared.
That part.
I don't wanna
No
share.
sharing.
I don't
Sharing is
share. I'm not
caring.
sharing.
But you know what? That's cool
Hell
though,
with
because I
that
ain't
when it's
sharing.
your relationship.
No, I'll share. What I share? What I share?
Bye, Felicia.
I think that guys expect have a.
Yeah, I'm not sharing. But
Okay.
you should share me.
See, I don't like that. I don't like that. I just don't like that. I know a lot of men think that.
Yeah, that's true.
They do.
That's true. That's true.
But you know what? Is if you value the woman, then you make a concession.
See, you talking about concessions? Why that be concessions?
Oh my gosh, I'm mad at men right now.
Oh, yeah.
This did not help.
Okay. I ain't gonna
What?
say too much.
What
I'm
did he
talking about
say?
Haywood men.
Oh, what did he say?
There are more women than men in the world, so women that don't match with men should just go without a partner. I mean, yeah, that's a fair argument. You know what I mean? Now, my question to you, Justin, is like,
Just
are
be
you
an old
are you
lady,
prepared
huh?
to have two old ladies? Are you down for that?
I
Because
can't with
that seemed like, I don't know how
I
it
wish I
looked.
liked
Functionally,
girls.
I don't know how it works. Do y'all sleep together? Do you have 2 beds? Like, how does that work?
This conversation has taken so many
How does that
shifts.
work?
we're taking
can't.
deep
It's like,
shifts.
you know what? And I agree. Like, if you
We're gonna have to have you back. This is a
would be appreciated.
conversation. We're gonna have to have a live audience
because
and
we were in our
everything.
own little bubble about what
I kept it
we
real.
was in our
fellas.
own
I kept it
world.
real. I had her
I'm
down.
going back over here.
I held it down.
I'm going
This
back over
guy
here.
here.
That was too real for me. That was too real.
That's what we were supposed to do.
This was
It is.
good.
It
This was
is.
good. We're gonna have to put a part 1, part 2
But
on
it's discouraging in the dating
YouTube.
world,
Follow
How is it discouraging?
China
Because,
Smith and
you know,
Jamie Wright on
it just is.
Being Extra on YouTube.
But I'm
We're
still
gonna
not. I'm still
go.
cute.
I feel like I feel very optimistic about
Ramos.
dating. The world is opened up now. You know,
Yes,
there's beautiful
yes.
women everywhere. I don't know. I'm pretty optimistic about it.
I'm
Y'all
not.
sad about dating in 2021? I thought we was good. We just got over Rona, y'all. We gotta be happy.
I'm happy.
I'm glad that I am off the market and I don't have to go through the madness of it all. Thank God.
I'm not tripping.
Hmm?
But I guess, well,
Not true.
I'm not saying I want to be dating that fit in my, I don't know.
Yeah.
But me and my relationship definitely has some grooming to do.
Uh-oh.
They all do. You know, it's hard. That's a hard thing about being married.
Yeah.
Okay, after party. Just the one to know where the after party is. The world is y'all's oyster. Ow, it is.
That part.
It is.
You know my life, girl. That's my
We
friend.
got options.
Oh.
Men, as we get older, we get more money, we get more access. So it's like we don't have to. I'm not on a biological clock. I can drop these seeds no matter what. I can shoot the club up. I can shoot the club up if I need to.
Shoot the
You
club.
know. So it's not. We just on different timelines, and
say
I think
that.
that's
They
part of the
be
dysfunction.
sending the
Is we're on different timelines. Y'all trying to have kids by a certain time. Y'all mature
I got my
emotionally.
kids.
I have no
ahead of
kids.
time. Oh man, I mean.
None from this room. I've got 5 stepkids.
Somebody,
but-
please restore my faith.
That's not a man's job to do that. He ain't got to pay for
I
no
think-
other man's mistakes.
I think you
He ain't gotta
setting
do that.
your
He ain't gotta do that.
deal breakers, and here's what you would, a couple of things that you would like to see, and then your absolute deal breakers, because I think that's going to be the easiest natural.
I got too
what is
many
it? Selection.
standards.
You're bougie.
I am
True.
a little bougie.
But
So you said, what's the standard?
have your
What are my standards?
What's the question?
no. I'm
She's
saying
saying
like
I need to set my boundaries, and it's
no
hard.
some things that you would like,
Yeah.
but then some hard no's.
Sure. Yeah.
Some like
Yeah.
this is a
I think I have too
unacceptable
many.
period.
I think I have too many no's.
because he has to eat right.
Yeah, he
He
has
has
to
to
Nothing wrong with
dress
that.
right.
There's nothing wrong with
He
that.
has, well,
He has to be clean. He has to be
he got
good to me.
and his hair done, and his nails done,
You gotta
and his
have
feet done, and his
sex,
teeth
head,
done, and
you
his
gotta
hair
have
done,
big
and
game,
his
gotta be A1,
Yes.
she want certain type of thing. She got
and he
a
got
long list.
and he
y'all.
don't want no kids.
What?
and
She
he
got a
gotta-
long list.
Oh, okay.
But I think you should start with just 3 hard, like this is what
I do have
want.
three non-negotiables.
All right, let's hear 'em.
Okay.
Let's
Okay.
hear 'em.
Number
We're
one.
gonna close out on this, baby.
Here are my 3. I think everybody should have 3
Not to
non-negotiables. My number 1 is you have to be blackity black all day. Black people
All right.
about
All right.
moving
I
on
feel
people.
that.
That's number
Okay.
1.
I feel that.
Number
Okay.
2, you have to be a kind soul and you have to love children because that's a big part of my life. Not just my children, but just giving to children. Just like, and maybe it's not children. Maybe it's you give in other ways, but a kind-hearted,
Okay.
loving person. And number 3, it goes back to the sex. And on that note, but those are my 3 non-negotiables.
You can't be one man who had bad sex.
No,
That's I'm sorry.
there's 3. There's 3. Just
You
how.
could, but you could teach them some stuff.
I'm not
She ain't
teaching
trying to teach
anything.
nobody. She ain't trying to teach
She
nobody.
ain't even trying to teach. But
Give
you're
me
gonna have
those
to
3,
teach them. You're
and
gonna,
I can work
'cause
around
everybody
everything
like
else.
different stuff, different stroke for different folks, and
She
the
goes so
stroke
strong
gotta be
like that.
different sometimes. So I mean,
Yeah.
you
Okay, yes, fellas.
you gotta learn your stroke.
Lord, no.
But that's a whole nother
Oh,
conversation.
Lord. No.
And I don't think
Stroke
that's hard to
game.
please, but those are my
Red, rated red.
3.
Lord.
Yeah, see?
Okay, so what's your non-negotiables?
Oh shoot! I mean, I had him when I chose him. I can't remember. I think it was Like, I don't want to be like controlled. Like, don't tell me I have to be here when you say anything, you know. So let me
Not controlling.
Not controlling.
Okay.
Respectful to like respectful
Not
to
disrespect
like, I mean, not necessarily.
It's tough.
I mean, because if someone disrespects
tough
you,
to
you know how to
It's tough
protect.
because
But
sometimes when somebody feels it's disrespectful, it's like
well, maybe
it's just
being
disagreement.
kind.
Okay.
Being kind.
Okay.
I mean, you know, hold your own. Like, if you have to get gangsta on them, you gotta get gangsta on them. But
And the 3.
Three
You know what it is, girl.
Three
It's always the
non-negotiables.
same. It's
She gonna
gotta
say
be.
sex. She trying to find something else than sex, but really she want to say sex.
no. I think I really wanted like truly like a friendship. Like I wanted to be friends and not just jump into the sex. So I made my husband wait 3 months.
Oh, no, that's too long. All right.
It was worth the wait, clearly.
Your 3 non-negotiables.
My non-negotiables are, number 1, you have to be spiritually open. You cannot be in a dogmatic spiritual system and think that your God is your way of reaching God is the only way. That is number 1.
Yeah.
We cannot get the many great women I've dated, and they're trying to convert me, praying over me, thinking I'm the devil, thinking like I'm just like, yo, like how I worship God. We've been worshiping God like that before this system was created. So that's number 1, because I would never date somebody who couldn't help me grow spiritually.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's so sexual when a woman can spiritually aid me. That is so attractive, so attractive. And I don't know how to explain that, because that's a divine feminine like type thing that I can't even wrap my mind around. So that's number 1. I need a healthy type woman in some way. Like health needs to be a value. Men in my family, you know, especially men, both sides. If you don't take care of yourself, you're out of there by 50. I've lost a couple uncles, 49, 48. You know, we have all the similar chronic diseases in my family, and I have no reason to believe that if I didn't take care of myself, that would be me as well. So health is another big thing. And then I think I'm gonna say culture. Culture is kind of like what you said, like, you know, when culture is a match, like we just kind of get each other, we get each other jokes.
Yeah.
Like, I need you to just culturally just be over there in the kitchen, just twerking, just drop it like a hot one time. You know, I can't explain that, but it's just like I like that shit. I don't know, like so culture, getting it. You know, I understand all lives matter, and you just get it. You know, you just love. I love women who just love a black man. You know, so culture is important.
I love
Those are big things, and then somewhere on there is sex somewhere. But I gotta take them 3 first, because I can coach you, and I can get the box where I need it to. But I'm gonna need them 3. I'm gonna need the 3 above that. You know, a man do a lot of things to make a woman's better sexually. I believe. Men have a big part in that.
I agree.
Big part in that. So
I agree.
I think did I do those good?
What
3?
did Justin? I saw my name up there. He said.
She was saying
What
that
are
you
your
be teaching
3
people how to dance, so you should teach them how to move, how to do the moves and stuff. She ain't trying to teach nobody. She ain't trying to teach nobody. They say it's not the size of your pistol, it's how you write your name.
No,
is that true?
No, Ben, no.
No,
Okay.
no, Ben, no.
I have a theory about that, but I'm
Okay.
that's
Let's hear it.
Oh Lord. Round 3. We're gonna have part 3.
All
3
right,
parts
y'all.
of this whole conversation.
I just.
I got my uncle here. He ain't supposed to be talking.
Oh,
We good, y'all.
it's not the foot. It's not the hands. It's the lips.
It's the lips.
That's.
Elaborate.
I believe that's connected to the penal size. It's my own
What are
personal
your
theory.
top 3
got them
needs
soup coolers.
for a
They
relationship
slinging.
to know that that's the relationship?
Basically. I never
China
told
theory is if you got big lips, then you just might be packing.
Yes, I believe so. At least if you have no
Unfiltered.
lips,
Your lips.
it's a problem. So yeah. Okay, on that note.
Alrighty then.
Let's put that theory to a test.
Okay, so we got a non-negotiables. I think y'all had good non-negotiables.
Yeah.
I think that was good. I hope
Yeah.
My friend said she don't think men can handle being emotionally and financially available to more than one woman.
That's tough. Emotionally and financially. Yeah, we're not trying to be financially to more than one woman. Yeah, definitely not. No.
Yeah.
Hell no.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
For what? For what?
Okay.
Oh Lord, my mama on here now. Oh hell. Mama came on at the end.
Luckily, my mama wasn't on here when
Your
y'all
mama's
talking
on
about.
there?
Hey, mama! If you only knew what your son was talking about.
Boy. Mama bought me this shirt. Look, she said, I'll buy you this shirt.
Oh, that's so sweet. You get good, mama. You get good with raising your son.
Thank you.
Okay, after party. Jamie, can we get you to an after party? Can anybody
I gotta go
just
home. I gotta go
see
home.
y'all?
I gotta shoot tomorrow. I got my baby.
I'm teaching class all day tomorrow.
Get my baby out.
Papados, Papacitos,
Wish. We gotta hurry up.
Papados,
We gotta get out
Papacitos,
there.
Jamie.
Oh, I'm a co-sign with. Oh, I gotta go home. I gotta get up.
Okay, me too.
Well,
Me too, but I'm single and I don't have a dog anymore.
hopefully.
Aww.
Pretty Tony.
Yeah.
Rest in
Pretty
peace.
Tony,
Teammates
rest in
and
peace.
Pretty
So
Tony.
I'm out. I'll figure it out.
Okay.
It might be Netflix and chill by myself. Okay, anyways. Bye, you guys.
All right.
We love y'all.
Well, y'all
And
have.
hey, Riri.
All right, y'all.
Yes, ma'am.
I'll
Get that
go.
bag.
Yeah.
I gotta get up in
Hey,
the
yes,
morning.
let's do it. Are you in Austin? All right.
Where they going? They're gonna meet you
Yay.
somewhere? Good. I'll go out with my friend.
Riri, are you in Austin? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know.
My husband is
Bye, you guys. Thank you.
cooking. So what we talking about next week though? We didn't even
Oh,
hashtag
next
that.
week, I thought we were
What
going to
we
talk
talking
about business, like how we set up our businesses. Or we can just do more dating topics.
We're gonna talk about success.
Success. We're talking about
Success
Bye,
next
you guys.
week. Bye. Thank y'all for joining us. Thank you for being
Ree,
here.
where are you at?
We're gonna
Bye, you guys.
hashtag your YouTube channels and
Thank you for-
everything.
I'm
Thank y'all
not-
for joining us. Love you, friends. Bye.
Bye, guys.